Hey Rebels, welcome to the July training brief. We are at the back end of our first training block of the current 2025 CrossFit Open training season, and we are, got our last few weeks of the build part of the cycle. We're going to be working on our back squat, deadlift, and bench press in rep schemes that look like this. So, start of the month, there'll still be some 5s, 4s, but mainly 3s. As we progress toward the end of the month, doubles, some singles, and then we're going to be retesting our 1 rep maxes at the very last week of July and even just spreading into the first week of August. So plenty of heavy work coming up there. For our snatches, clean and jerks, we're going to stick with the full variation of these, alternating. You can expect to see more doubles early on and some more singles later on. Again, there'll be opportunities to test 1 rep maxes there. For our gymnastics, we've got some testing coming up, which is cool. So all that work you've been putting in, we're going to get to see how you perform with some post-cycle testing. So toed bars will actually have 2 tests. The first one's going to be on the 6th of the 7th, so right at the beginning of the month. You're going to do max reps. You will follow it with some smaller sets afterwards. And then at the end of the month, the 27th of the 7th, we're going to have a 3-minute AMRAP, as many toes to bar as possible. Handstand test, 12th. We've got 60 meters for time handstand walking. They'll be in 7.5 meter increments. If you don't have handstand walk, it'll be 12 or 15 wall walks for time as well. So we'll get to see how you're moving on those. Ring muscle up test, that's going to be on the 15th. Again, it's like the toes, one of the toes to bar tests. 3 minutes, as many ring muscle ups as you can do, or there'll be strict pull up, strict dip variations for those that are at that level. For our work capacity, we will continue with our 5 kilometer progression. You will start to see a bit of a theme getting a little bit shorter, a little bit faster overall. The intensity is going to pick up, but still a variety of intervals and distances to run through. Whether you're doing run, row, bike, again, it's going to be replicated across those different machines. And then we will retest at the end of that month as well. I think it might... Can't remember if it falls in the very last day of July or the start of August, but it's around that time. You'll notice we're also going to be keeping in some Ingrid progressions in there as well. So the 1st of the 7th and the 26th of the 7th, you'll see some workouts that are going to help you prepare for that, which Ingrid will test a little bit later, probably in that 2nd week of August, just so you're aware. Outside of that, a workout to note is we're going to be testing semi-finals event 6, which is echo bike into ring muscle ups into a really, really heavy dumbbell walking lunge. So we've got that and some variations of that put in on the 19th, and a little bit of a twist to it. You'll do the workout, you'll rest, and then you'll do another variation of the workout afterwards, which is going to increase rep wise, but slightly easier movement. So that'll be an interesting one. Outside of that, there's lots of really cool workouts in there. Odd objects, teams, different intervals, so heaps of stuff to keep you on your toes and enjoy training. Again, just to reiterate here, most of our retesting is going to start to occur in that last week of the July/1st week of August, and then we're going to start to transition into our next training block, which will be the build training block before we then move into our more competitive season work. So it'll be similar, but there'll be a few little tweaks which we'll go through when we get to it. So looking forward to seeing you guys tackle these workouts, these tests coming up, put in a really strong body of work over the next 3-4 weeks so that you can get the absolute best out of yourself when it comes to test week. Thanks, and we'll see you in the gym.